Yo, what's going on YouTube? So for today's video, we're going to be going over how to drive Daisy's Cruiser for Mario Kart Tour. And honestly, this course is fairly easy to drive on. It's really not that difficult at all. Like all the variants that's out right now for normal, trick, and reverse. You can play it on this track with smart steering with no drift button at all. Like this track is very easy to drive on. But without further ado, I'm going to show you guys, how to drive on Daisy's Cruisers for like basic lines for you to keep first. So when you start off on Daisy's Cruisers normal, you want to go on the left side. Because if you go on the left side, it's easier for you to get both your mini turbos before you go down the staircase. And when you go down these staircase, you want to charge a super mini turbo. And when you go into the dining room, you charge a mini turbo into another mini turbo. So when you come into the split path, the bottom path on normal version will always be faster than going around because of the dash panels and the trick. And that's pretty much it for, the first lap. And the second lap is almost the exact same thing for my lines. The only thing that's a little different is that I missed one mini turbo. You're supposed to get at least 3. But other than that, it's like the exact same thing as the first lap. So of course you always go bottom path. And if you're on a fast enough pace, you can actually trick off the clam like how I just did. And then you charge a ultra mini turbo. And you get one more mini turbo, and then that's it for Daisy's Cruisers normal. Easy. And now we're on to the trick version. Same thing as normal. You will always want to go left. Never go right. Left is always better because it's easier for you to align your lines coming down these stairs. So you go in the dining room. You get a lot of mini turbos in this one. You barely get any SMTs or UMTs. And the top path is actually faster in this version. For the trick, you don't want to go bottom. Bottom is actually a lot slower. It's not too difficult. So you want to charge your mini turbo into a mini turbo, and when you get off this ramp right here, you want to release your mini turbo mid-air and then immediately start charging your next mini turbo. Go another mini turbo. After the dining room, you go another mini turbo. Do not go bottom path, always go top on trick version. After this trick, you release your mini turbo and then drift it to charge your super mini turbo. Release before you get off the ramp. Charge one more mini turbo, and that's pretty much it. And that's Daisy Cruiser's trick. Easy. Not too bad. And now we have the reverse version. Reverse version is honestly, it's pretty easy. This track is really not that hard to drive on. So this first turn, you want to charge all the way to your ultra mini turbo, and then immediately start drifting again and get a mini turbo. You gotta do a lot of mini turbos on this track too. So when you go in the dining room, you want to immediately start drifting right, and as soon as you exit, you want to drift into a mini turbo, and you want to get an ultra mini turbo going into the glider. So at the end of lap 1, you want to stay on the right side so you can align your lines properly, so you can start your ultra mini turbo going down these stairs again. You don't want to go on the left path. It will be a lot slower. So the second lap is basically the same as the first lap. You gotta do the exact same thing. Nothing changes. You're gonna do a mini turbo into the dining room and get a UMT here right before the glider. So on the second lap, you actually want to go on the left path. It'll be quicker for you to finish rather than you going to the on the right path. And there's one more thing about this track too I actually didn't show in the video. It's actually not worth it going for the respawn on this track. The respawn happens on the glider when you go on the left side. Basically, hold on, I'll show you. So when you go onto this glider up here, if you go to that the yellow, you know, umbrella, you can actually respawn, and it will take you all the way to this right ramp. It's actually not worth it. It doesn't save anything, to be honest. The only thing you can probably do here is probably to dodge the shock, you know, so you have that invincibility. But other than that, I don't see any worth doing this respawn. So I guess that's it for, you know, how to drive on Daisy's Cruiser on normal, trick, and reverse. If you guys, you know, learned something for this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you like the video, you know, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will greatly appreciate it. Other than that, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
There is nowhere to run to.